Thank you for joining me on this brief tutorial on how to manage, add, remove, make inactive multiple locations in DENT TRAXX. In this tutorial, we're going to give you a quick overview of how the multiple locations are handled inside of DENT TRAXX and how easy it is to show the different ones as well as add or make them inactive. Beginning with the location icon on the top of the icon bar, it brings up the screen which defaults to showing you only active locations. So in this instance, you can see that the 3 active locations are shown here inside the locations bar, correspond with the 3 locations being displayed in the main schedule of DENT TRAXX. Now if I click the little arrow here, that allows you to now see the inactive locations as well as active. I could scroll down these locations, and what you're seeing here is past locations that this company has utilized in hail repairs over the years, and it's simple enough to be able to make one active or inactive. You click on it, and the information now comes over to the right hand portion of the panel, and it is currently active. By clicking on that, it is now inactive. You don't need to hit save even though the button is there. This program is smarter than that. It knows, and it tries to keep down your keystrokes to a minimum. So now that I've done that, it will no longer be active in this profile. If I wanted to add a new location, I would simply click the new button, start typing the name, type in the address, the city, the province. This particular version of DENT TRAXX is set up for the Canadian marketplace. The phone number, the postal or zip code, and then save that information. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4 any street. And save that location. That location is now there and is now active. Refresh, log back in, and now the schedule is displaying the 2 other locations plus the new location that we just typed in. Conversely, if I want to go back to the way it was, I'm currently showing the active locations. I'm going to click on new location 1. I'm going to make it inactive, save this change, refresh, log back in, and now only the 2 locations are being shown. One of the other features that affects the locations is from the view where you can show only my default location. So if I click that, now my calendar is going to be shortened down. In this example, where there's very little business going on this particular location at this time, it doesn't seem to make a lot of sense, but if we go back in time, because this is after all a hail company that we're dealing with here on the screen, and then I now go back to here, you can look at September in the midst of the hail repairs. You can see why it's important to be able to look at only the 1 location, and the display will expand or collapse based upon the amount of repair orders that are available inside of that time frame. So if I now go back and expand this time frame to a different one, I'm going to get rid of the show only. It's a toggle. Now my other location is now showing. Now you can see why it may be important when each location is very busy to be able to look at the number of locations or strictly the default location especially if your business is handling more than one location in a busy storm or a season where there are multiple storms and you're handling many locations separately. It is a very valuable asset to be able to manipulate just exactly what you're going to see.